Good morning, everyone. Today, I'm gonna read you a book that I made. The Lonely Waterfall. Especially for my sister and my mom to know how it feels to be lonely and have friendship among others. A long time ago, there was a lovely waterfall with pebbles and cute fishes. The waterfall was at the middle of the forest. She was all alone with nobody around, but she was happy, for she loves peace and quiet. She just spends her time gazing at the cute and colorful fishes that swim around happily. But one day, she became lonely, for she wanted somebody to be with. She waited for someone to come, but for some reason, nobody came. Then she saw a hopping and playful rabbit lost its way to the waterfall. She was so excited, but it didn't came near the waterfall. She was still lonely and again waited and waited. Then she saw a cat coming. She began to wonder if the cat was coming and it didn't came. She sighed. It's hopeless. Nobody was coming to cheer me up. She cried and cried until she saw a petite bird. She said to herself, "This is my last chance to find someone to cheer me up." Then she waited patiently for the bird to arrive. And when she kept on waiting, it didn't came. And she cried and cried until water from her fall started to rise. Suddenly, a very beautiful fairy appeared and said, "I am Marina, the wishing frizzy fairy. What is your wish?" she asked. The waterfall said, "I wish that I will have someone to cheer me up." The frizzy fairy said, "Done. Your wish is granted. When you wake up tomorrow, your wish will come true." And the waterfall fell asleep. And early in the morning, a surprise of different animals greeted her as they said good morning. And the waterfall was not lonely anymore, for she already had a lot of friends, and they lived happily. The end.
To read the book that I made entitled The Friend Making Table and Chair. This story is especially for or dedicated for my best friends Shania, Imre, and Hugo, because when I sit with them together, we always have fun and stop quarreling. In a perfect and ideal school, there was a table and chair named Tabby and Charlie. These things were not just ordinary table and chair, they were friend-making ones. If anyone sits or touches them, persons who are quarreling will become very friendly with each other again. One day, when somebody tries to sit on Charlie, but it didn't work. "How could this happen?" said a student in a shock. Then everybody tried to sit on Charlie and touch Tabby, but nothing happened. That day, the staff put Tabby and Charlie at the garage of the school owner's house. The next day, there was a girl named Leela. She was the school owner's daughter. "Where am I?" shouted Charlie. "I don't know," answered Tabby back. Leela shouted, "You're in my garage." "Who are you?" asked Tabby and Charlie. "I am Leela," she answered. Then Charlie explained everything that happened to them to Leela. They became best friends. Room where they will live. One day, when the maids were cleaning Leela's room, they saw Tabby and Charlie. The maids reported that Tabby and Charlie were there. Leela's father is mad at Leela because he knew Leela's mother doesn't like it if he's mad. So Charlie ended up in the school garage. When Leela arrived in school, she heard her friends laughing and saying that Tabby and Charlie were selfish. Lila talked to Tabby and Charlie. We need the power of friendship. We need a friend who understands us. The next day, Lila brought Tabby and Charlie back to school. When somebody sit and touched Tabby and Charlie, it worked! Everybody cheered, and from then on, Tabby and Charlie became royal properties and they lived happily ever after. The end.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jaslyn, and today I'm gonna read you the book, The Lion Fairy. This book is dedicated for my sister because if my sister reads my book, she can make a better story when read too. Once upon a time, up in the sky was a gigantic castle. The gods have two daughters named Katie and Sylvia. Katie was a good fairy and Sylvia was mean and a liar. When Sylvia woke up, she said excitedly, "I'll treat Katie when my magic wand is in Jane's room." She put her magic wand behind her pillow. When Sylvia and Katie finished eating their breakfast, Sylvia said, "Katie, I left my wand in Jane's room. Can you get it for me?" Katie went to Jane's room. She knocked the door. Is anyone inside? Jane opened the door. Katie asked Jane, "Do you see Sylvia's wand in here?" Jane said, "No, I didn't." Katie went back to the kitchen and told Sylvia that her wand was not here. Sylvia said, "It is behind my pillow, silly." Sylvia's father heard that and asked her to go to her room. Father asked, "Why are you lying to your sister?" Mother told her not to tell a lie anymore. So Sylvia said sorry to Katie and they lived happily ever after. The end. I'm going to read you a story entitled Six Mermaids. It's especially for Mommy and my Daddy because my parents read me stories and so my parents know I can make stories. Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom in the sea, the six sisters. They loved the parents of Mermaid King and Queen so much, but something terrible happened. The kingdom blew down and the sisters couldn't believe it and cried. The sisters went to their underwater garden. Serafina said, "My underwater garden of cats will help me cheer up." Then Serafina went to her underwater garden where she thought me last. Magic, one of the six sisters said, "My underwater garden of magic will help me cheer up." When she got to her garden, she was relaxed. Shani said, "I will go to my time machine garden and cheer up." Claire said, "My quiet garden will cheer me up." Sophia said, "My adventure garden will cheer me up." I said, "My ice garden will cheer me up," and it did. That night after dinner, all six of the sisters said they wanted to go to bed and they went to bed. The next morning, the sisters went to ride their horses and went to Dolphin Cove to have fun. When they got there, the dolphins and the mermaids greeted them and they all had a lot of fun playing. The end. My name is Natasha, and today I'm going to read you the beautiful fairy. Once upon a time, there was a fairy called Fairy Winkle. She lived in the castle. She has 6 friends. Fairy Winkle is their leader. Fairy Winkle said, "You must build an ice house." Okay, said the 6 friends. So the 6 friends built a house. Then the Fairy Winkle took a rest in the ice house. Suddenly, her little sister named Emma. She needs help. Emma said, "I need your help." Okay, but where is your house? said Fairy Winkle. Here's my house, said Emma. Wow, it's big and nice, said Fairy Winkle. Emma's house was melting, so Fairy Winkle used her power to stop the melting of Emma's house. Fairy Winkle got tired, helping her little sister. Fairy Winkle was asleep. The six friends and her little sister with their mom and dad and Fairy Winkle lived happy ever after. The end.